Toni strolled along the familiar hill near his village. The very place where he had first met the astronaut. The stars twinkled above him, and memories of his journey among the stars flooded his mind. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a blinding light illuminated the hilltop, and a spaceship descended gently. The astronaut appeared, still as mysterious as ever. With a warm smile, the astronaut said,
"Hello, Toni. I have a special gift for you."
Toni froze in disbelief, his hands trembling as he accepted the box from the astronaut. The astronaut added,
"I will return to Mars and have a new journey, so I will not return to Earth and will not help you in new adventures. Inside is a friend of mine. He will take you on incredible adventures and will guide and assist you."
With a wink, the astronaut stepped into his spacecraft and disappeared into the night sky. Excited and curious, Toni ran back home. As he opened the box, he was astonished to see a tiny purple penguin jumping out, chirping happily.
Hi Toni. My name is Gentoo Purple. I'm from Mars. Nice to meet you. Hello Gentoo Purple. I'm glad you came to Earth. I'm also very pleased to meet you.
From that moment on, the two quickly became inseparable, eager for the adventures awaiting them. That night, Toni sat with Gentoo Purple, recounting his extraordinary journey with the astronaut and his desire to explore the Moon, Venus, Mercury, and Mars, Gentoo's home. As Toni spoke, his eyes sparkled with excitement until, eventually, he drifted off to sleep, dreaming of lunar landscapes and adventures under the stars. In the middle of the night, Toni felt a gentle nudge. He opened his eyes to find Gentoo Purple standing by his bed, his tiny wings flapping excitedly.
What's going on? Gentoo, it's late, why don't you sleep?
Toni asked, rubbing his eyes.
Toni, look outside, what do you see?
Gentoo whispered. Toni rushed to the window and gasped. There, under the moonlight, was a real spaceship.
Are we going to the moon?
Toni asked, his voice filled with surprise and excitement. Without a word, Gentoo led Toni outside, and together they boarded the shiny craft. As soon as they were inside, the ship hummed softly and soared higher and higher into the starry sky. Toni watched in awe as stars and planets whizzed by, painting a magical scene around them. As they traveled, Gentoo told Toni a funny story about how he once slid down a rainbow on a distant planet. Toni laughed so hard that he nearly forgot they were flying through space. The ship passed through a dazzling meteor shower, the glowing meteors lighting up the sky like fireworks. And soon, the moon appeared, glowing brilliantly in the dark sky. The spaceship gently touched down on the moon's surface. Toni and Gentoo stepped out, bouncing in the low gravity and laughing as they explored the strange rocky landscape. But soon, something caught their attention, a strange light shining from a large cave in the distance.
Do you see anything over there? There is a cave filled with light. Can we go there and see? Of course, me. This is more like an expedition.
As they approached the cave, a soft humming echoed from within. Toni hesitated, feeling a bit nervous.
Gentoo, should we go in?
But Gentoo nudged him with a smile.
Come on, Toni. We've faced scarier things than this.
Inside, they were greeted by a breathtaking sight. The walls were lined with shimmering crystals of all shapes and sizes, glowing softly. In the center of the room was a large crystal, shining brighter than all the others. Toni couldn't resist reaching out to touch it. as soon as his fingers made contact. The cave walls lit up with a dazzling display of stars, revealing a map of the entire universe. But before they could say a word, the cave door slammed shut with a loud thud. Toni's heart raced as he realized they were trapped.
Gentoo, what do we do now? We are stuck here.
But Gentoo remained calm. It's okay, Toni, he said gently. Let's calm down and see if there is another way out. Finally, Gentoo Purple realized the difference in the stars on the map.
Gentoo examined the starry map on the walls, noticing that some stars were missing. These stars are like a puzzle. We just need to find the missing pieces.
Toni nodded, determined. Together they began searching the glowing rocks around the cave. After a while, they found small, glowing stones that fit perfectly into the gaps on the star map. When they placed the final stone in its slot, the stars on the walls began to spin faster and faster, creating a spectacular light show that filled the cave. The door creaked open, and the surrounding crystals began to glow even brighter, as if cheering for them. Suddenly, the large crystal in the center spoke, its voice gentle and wise.
Thank you, brave adventurers. You have unlocked the ancient wisdom of the stars. We have been locked here for thousands of years. Today, thanks to you guys, you freed us. Thank you guys.
Toni and Gentoo exchanged astonished looks. The crystal presented Toni with a small, glowing moonstone, just like the one the astronaut had given him before. This is your second moonstone, the crystal said.
It holds great power and will aid you in your future adventures.
Toni held the moonstone in his hand, feeling its soft warmth. Thank you, he said, his heart full of gratitude. Gentoo smiled and added,
This moonstone will unlock new powers for us. Keep it safe, Toni. And with it, we'll have even more amazing adventures together.
With that, Toni and Gentoo returned to their spaceship and flew back to Earth. As they landed on the familiar hill near Toni's village, the two friends looked up at the starry sky, dreaming of their next great journey among the stars. And as the stars twinkled above, Toni knew one thing for sure: the universe was full of wonders. And with Gentoo by his side, no adventure was too big.
Toni and Gentoo Purple's journey has ended. Please watch episode 3 by clicking subscribe. Like and share for other children to watch together. Episode 3, The Search for the Missing Comet. Thanks for watching.